right. Audio? Do we have in-game audio? Somebody shoot a gun. Great. My mic, their mics. I think we're good to go here.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. We're gonna send you off. Any last words before you run off?
You're gonna make it.
Yes. Yes, good luck to everybody, and we'll send you off in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, both are muted, deafened, and off to the races.
All right. So, which loadout, Seth, would you like to have here? Which one would you prefer?
Neither.
Neither. Now, I think the Scout is the best bolty that you can get, and you know you'll use that red dot later.
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely a boon. Now, Dave did get tagged by one of those scanners, so he's got patrols headed his way, unfortunately. The sight is a good boon, though, to have off the start, and also if you slide bolt, like I do, not having a mag release on your bolty is actually really nice. You don't just accidentally dump your mag when you press too hard on the pad.
That's true. That's true. Now, if I had one of those guns for hold one, I would like the revolver. But I think the red dot on the Scouts can be a little further. Notably, neither of our runners are tunnel rats here. Both choosing to go through the hell of death lasers and sentinels and patrols that are out in the hall.
Completely unfazed, it seems. I would not be surprised to see some gun buys here, and Dave's already working on it. Question is just, what's he going to take? A double barrel. Interesting. I can't say it's on meta, but we all make our own meta, huh?
True. Did he...
Oh, and a box. Okay.
A box of ammo.
We are off-road here. Okay, it's just for faster bullet grabbing, I guess.
I suppose so. I'm not sure how much faster that was than hitting the button twice. But I think that's the first box of ammo that we've seen this tournament.
I think that's the accolade Dave will get. First box of ammo spawned.
Yeah.
I don't think Dave got hit by that burst. No, he did not. He's still got full HP.
Hang on.
What's that?
How about now? Maybe I should just speak up.
Potentially. You do have a tendency to mumble, my boy.
How dare you? Alright, it looks like both of our runners have bought their items, whatever they're going to buy, and they're heading in to hold one.
Yes, so Fractal entering hold one now. Unfortunately, Dave took a hit in the tunnel, so...
Ooh.
It looks like it may have been very small amount of damage. It might have been a ricochet. His score may still be intact as far as the no-hit is concerned.
Hold this position.
Yeah, that'll...
Analyzing system.
Alright. A good spot. I like the spot that Dave's holding here to start. Encryptions are up.
Some fast clears from Fractal. Misses one. Oh, come on, Fractal.
Where's that? Dave, do I have these guys backwards?
I don't know, do you?
I do.
Fractal has got the scout. Dave has got the
Hang
DB.
on, everybody. We're swapping them around here. Bear
What
with
else
me.
could possibly go wrong? Speaking of going wrong, Dave is struggling with these first statics.
Yeah.
Trying to smack them, not having any luck.
Oh, one shot and reload. Oh wow. Yeah, we are really
Gotta
working
clear
hard
one
to
more
keep this room
so-sig.
clear.
Switch to the revolver. Switching to your secondary is always faster than reloading. Taking a nice precise shot on that. One more node left. I don't know if that cylinder's got many shots left in it. It does not. Gun go click. DB reload. And we'll take the last one out.
Neutralized.
All right, so Dave, through the first hold, Fractal working on his supply point.
Data extracted. 4 override tokens found.
Looks like
Advance to
all of the
next
parties
system
have showed
node
up to
and take it.
Fractal as he clears this. Sometimes, you know, you get like 3 or 4 patrols all coming at you.
Override token.
On C9, I have the worst luck going through Turbine to this particular supply point.
Yeah,
It is always a struggle.
You definitely don't want to start having to fight patrols in the turbine. There's so much cover and angles to get shot from.
Fractal gave Anton a hand wiggle to manifest a Benelli and succeeded.
Oh, and we've got another flashlight pseudo laser user here with Fractal. They've taken some shots in the shop. He needs to get some bullets in a gun.
I think he's got it. Oh,
Fractal
gonna
going
go
for
click.
the number 2 buckshot rather than the number 4. We've seen this with some players. How do you feel about number 2 buckshot, Seth?
Whenever I'm running, because where we're headed, right, eventually is Inclinator, not immediately, but eventually is Inclinator. I don't see a problem with taking the larger pellets. I still just stick with number 4. I find the spread is still the most important, and you know when you're talking about hardens, if you can slip anything past the plates, you'll pop it. So
Yeah. Number 4 is still the number 1 tool, but I think there's a place for. I like number double aught in Inclinator just to give a little bit more lethal range on those pellets.
I know a lot of people who sometimes people even take double aught into Inclinator, and I don't blame them. Just not for me. So I think that one of the things we'll get to see here on stream that we probably haven't seen much of so far is people working the flashlights. So flashlights, for those who don't know, actually have a pretty big advantage when it comes to the stealth bonus. The way that stealth bonuses work in the scoring system currently is that if you're detected after what is, I believe, like a 1-second period by the SOSIG, you lose that score. Thing being, if they're blinded, as you can see Fractal is currently doing to the poor SOSIG trying his best, he will not be able to detect Fractal while being flashed. So he's actually keeping that stealth score intact because of this flashlight. He slipped a little bit to the right, the SOSIG got wise and popped him one, so not perfect, but better than just trying to walk straight through.
Yeah, and it helps you aim. I think the flashlights are definitely something that we've seen emerge over just the course of the free-for-all here as the new tech. I wonder if it's going to even gain more popularity as we enter the 1v1s next week.
Would not be surprised to see it. So Dave's got his hardens up in his hold currently. Got 2, 3, moving around to make sure we get through the armor. All right, Dave's got a solid clear on the hardens.
Advancing to next system lane. Interfacing with system node.
Both runners now
Analyzing
into
system. Analyzing system.
What's that?
Ooh, Dave taking some shots up top. The health pools here are looking a little sketchy. Dave doing better than Fractal. Fractal's about half right now.
Fractal is maintaining, I think, better control of the room than Dave right now.
Swarm
But
encryption detected.
Fractal,
Both of
does he
these
still have one
players-
more harden?
Encryption neutralized.
both of these players are brawling it out. Across.
Advancing to next system lane.
I'd say that was a pretty comparable harden clear for both sides.
Yeah,
Analyzing system.
Dave taking a lot of damage. Gotta be careful on that one. Going for an early health dog.
you know, it is better than dying with it in your pocket. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't argue with that. Better to use it than lose it, but
Encryption.
we'll see if he ends up needing it in Inclinator or any of the tough holds coming up.
Yeah, Dave is
Data
through.
extracted.
Made
Fractal.
short work
Override tokens.
of those last encryptions on his way.
Advance to next system node and take
Now,
swarm.
I believe both of these players were in the training area this morning. How was Dave looking? I heard maybe would have a hard time getting to all 5 holds, but he's looking strong so far.
I mean, he's looking like he's on his way. He took the early health dog, but that's good. That means he's conscious of his health. Some people, so they'll get blind to their health pool, and they won't be thinking about it, and then they'll just accidentally slip when they take too much damage, but it shows he's
Yeah.
at least conscious of it.
It is easy to get the tourney shakes and just forget things.
Right? Look, you don't have to call me out like that live on stream.
When it comes to that, it's really the training that takes over. If you train well, then when your monkey brain takes over, you don't have to worry so bad.
True. All right, a 6-point. Wow. So
Oh,
Dave takes a
man.
gamble on a 6-point AR going
that
before
paid off.
Inclinator and pulls an M249. That is it. I mean, honestly, I think that's probably the best thing he could have gotten out of that pool, all things considered, because there are some rough rolls in the 6-point AR pool here this early.
Definitely. It's got that beautiful barrel length. It's got a very controllable rate of fire. 30-round mags even. Doesn't have to deal with 20s or anything like that. Now,
Yeah, that is solid.
does he have a red dot to put on it? Because I think the irons do leave a little bit to be desired on the M249.
Dave started with our revolver as opposed to
Yeah.
the scout for Fractal, so he does not have a red dot. The question is, will he buy one? Meanwhile, Fractal in his own shop, suppressor time.
Going for the suppressor, he gets the one that goes on the AK-74U.
And a shield dog, playing it safe.
Yeah, now he could just be buying that as a power-up enjoyer myself. If you intend to have 3 power-ups in the final room, you might as well start buying them now, because they get more expensive every time you buy another one in a shop. So,
Yeah, I see a lot of people running for bullet boost this early, and I don't hate it. It's
no.
definitely something to do.
Now, I do like buying the shield early, because if you do need it, it's nice to have.
Yep. So Dave looks like he's heading out without a red dot. That's going to make the irons down Inclinator a little tough, but he's got capacity, so maybe accuracy through volume will help him out.
I am curious what his idea is with solving the refractive or the recursive, because he's got the revolver, which has black iron sights that are really going to be difficult to acquire in Inclinator. Then he's got the M249, which only has fully auto fire, no select fire, so he's going to have to really, if he goes for it, he's going to have to have some great trigger control.
Meanwhile, Fractal has that. Is that a 5.7 I see? I think Fractal might have rolled himself a 2-point pistol, ended up with a 5.7 or something. He's got something with some nice night sights that might help with target acquisition in the darker rooms.
Ooh, I love that. That is a beautiful cartridge. 5.7. I'd prefer it in a P90, but that is a different roll entirely.
I noticed also Fractal took slugs this early. Now he could either be preparing for his final encryption, or maybe he's going to stick with the Benelli for the final node in Inclinator, which is possible. If you're precise enough, you can slug those final nodes. The name is escaping me right now.
System node.
Sorry, Baldric. Institution is canonically in America, so we will continue calling it a flashlight. It is not a torch. Torches are on fire.
Fractal is taking his perch above Squished Hoyt.
Hardened encryption detected.
Right, staring. Look, if you look close, you'll see my pixelated form smashed into the tracks.
Hardens are up for Fractal. He's working them already. and for Dave now. Dave got some really solid spawns on these. They are all seemingly up top. He might have to roll down for a couple, but
Dave having
he's
to
got a
fight
couple up
and
top.
Down.
On your six.
Oh wow.
Struggling with the reload on the
Fractal getting
249.
some great clears. Sometimes you don't get lucky even though you're shooting the right spot. But I think that was 3 in a row. Just 1, 2, 3.
Encryption.
Oh wow, great zipline clear from Fractal.
Advancing to next system lane.
Dave's still
Definitely
working through
working
his
his way.
hardens.
Analyzing
Looks like he's
system.
going for a shotgun reload, which is the tool you want for this.
Neutralize encryption or system hack will
So
fail.
Dave's definitely taking his time here, but any runner who survives will beat those who passed, so I'm not upset about it.
Yeah, I think as we've seen, survival is the key to getting
Oh no!
through.
He's down in the trench! Oh, scared me. I heard that stone coming. I thought Dave was about to meet his fate.
Swarm encryption.
Swarms up for Fractal.
System hack on verge of failure.
Dave is hopping down, trying to find his last hardened nodes. Still got more.
Alright.
Alright, Dave did clear all of them.
Advancing
Took his
to
time,
next
but
system lane.
that's a resource you can afford to spend.
Analyzing system.
Fractal's right in the rail again. Oof, just misses the clear, and he's gonna get stuck with a reload. Switches to his secondary.
Oh, that swarm is not cooperating with Fractal at all. It's an F12.
Advancing to next
He went
system
for a 1 point.
Alright.
Analyzing
It
system.
worked for him.
Yeah,
Points well spent, because it helped him clear that without reloading.
Dave is deploying the bipod and then thinking better of it. That will get you stuck on things.
Swarm encryption.
See, that's concerning to me, though, because if he deployed the bipod, that just unlocked his weapon from his sling, and unless he knows that, he could end up dropping his M249 on the ground somewhere.
And you don't want that thing getting run over by a block. That's,
Oh, he dropped it. He
did
just
drop
released
it.
his M249, and I guarantee you that he did not relock it to sling. So his M249 is lost somewhere in the stairs, and
Oh,
he's not
no.
aware of it yet.
Recursive encryption detected.
So Dave is working his Benelli, getting some shells in there. We'll see when he realizes he's lost his 249. So far, so good, though.
Dave dropping down to begin clearing after reloading.
Oof, Fractal hit his node with a buck, and it got spiky.
Oh no.
Got a couple he's
Missed
got to
the
get through
jump
now, but
too.
he's got the high cap.
Neutralize.
Looks
Making
like
me
he's-
nervous riding the trench here.
Fail.
Yep,
Encryption neutralized.
he's taking a lot of fire as
Next system
he
lane.
works his angles to clear it.
Analyzing
Fractal either just hopped the stone or was far enough to the side to avoid it.
Barely off to the
Either way,
side.
he survives.
He's here on his last
encryption neutralized.
fractive.
Okay. Fractal is through.
Okay.
Now we're just to Dave, who I believe cleared his last swarms and is now about to work on his own refractives. He's got no M249 and he's just got number 4 buck in his Benelli now. He is going to struggle with this unless he switches to that revolver.
Yeah, he's gonna have to, I think.
I still don't know if he's aware that he's dropped his M249 at this point.
Must have gone for it at some
Recursive
point.
encryption.
Oh, alright, let's see if the barber is in. Gonna have to
Now,
give that thing a
one's
buzz
close
cut.
enough to do some shotgun surgery. I don't know where his other refractor.
Oh,
no,
oh,
that is
no.
not what you want to see. That is a porcupine.
He's searching. I think he now realizes his M249 is no longer on him. Switching to the revolver.
Yep. And going for the SO6 with the revolver. That means he's gonna have to reload before he can even start working on that refractive. He's retreating. He's getting some ground. Hopefully he can take a breath and reload everything and then get to work because he's got a lot of work to do.
That health pool is looking scary.
And he
He's
already
he's
ate
got
his
less
health
than a
weenie.
quarter. Yeah, and he's got no additional health on him at the moment. M249 lost somewhere in the stairs. He's got Buck loaded up and the revolver reloaded. At this point, he might need 2 reloads with his revolver to even get through all of the refractive bits. He's just got so many on this porcupine down here.
That's just the first refractive. Looks like he's sneakily approached here. None of the SOSIGs have spotted him yet. He's not under fire, but as soon as he drops down here, he's going to start getting exclamation points on the top of those SOSIGs and taking fire.
Fractal's entering his next supply room in the meantime, but I think all eyes are on Dave at the moment. System hack on the verge of failure. He's almost out of time. He's got to make something happen here.
On Dave.
He's got bullets in the gun. He might have his safety on. Oof, every shot counts right now. Okay, so he's got bullets in the gun. Don't take another shot, Dave. Don't do it. No, no, Dave, no!
No, that is not the solution. Oh, wow. I think he just ran out of time. Now, that means he's still in it. He can continue, but any points he could have got for clearing that final encryption are gone.
Agree. So, this is interesting territory here because Dave has got very low HP now. Meanwhile, it's very dark, but if we use the flashlight, I think Fractal can see he's got the... What is that?
He's found his M249.
Oh,
back
nice.
in the
Okay.
inventory.
Dave's got the M249. He has... So he must have either realized where he dropped it or found it just by chance, but he's got it ready.
Meanwhile, Fractal bought a L85 with 60 round mags at the shop. It looks like he wants to buy different ammo, but he's gonna have to go to the pawn shop and throw away his F12 for it.
Override token found.
Good trade, honestly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, now that he's got the L85, he will not. Goes
I'm
for
honestly...
tracers.
I'm still... He does look like he's going for tracers to help out with that aim. I'm still looking over at Dave, honestly. I am concerned about his ability to get to that supply point. Some of the patrols running through West Wing here can be nasty.
Yeah, it's a very tough place to fight patrols. I would rather not do it at all, but they always seem to appear magically from behind a block. Oh, and he just set one on himself running that blister.
See if he can manage to sleuth his way through, but yep, the patrol's definitely on the way. He got a nasty one too, the one that goes through the doorway.
Now, if I
Do
were
not love
Dave,
those.
I would have shot down to Steamworks, taken the train to Central to try and find a hot dog barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
Well, and he's still got some health in the boxes in the supply room if he can make it, so there's still health to be had.
yeah.
Fractal's getting his LG kitted up. Or L86, 85, 86? Getting that thing kitted up. He's putting his flashlight and his suppressor on it.
Ooh,
Does
that
he...
kitted
Is he
app.
gonna switch his sight over?
I would.
So
definitely would.
for the longest time, I didn't know that thing could take a sight because the I guess hit box for or the detection box for the sight is a little funky on that one, but it can actually take the sight, and I don't know that Fractal knows that. He doesn't seem to be trying for it.
I'm also
That or maybe
not
he just wants
sure-
to keep his sight on the bolty.
I'm also not sure if he knows where the giggle switch is. The L85 is full of mysteries. It has hidden rails and a hidden automatic switch in the buttstock. Not a lot of people know to look there. Folks,
Ooh.
just so you know, if you get a bullpup, it's worth looking at the stock and running your hand over it. Usually there's some kind of switch there. There's a switch on the Maliuk, the L85, the FAMAS. All of them have secret little doodads.
So Dave has made it to his supply room. He popped open a lot of his boxes. I didn't see a health drop.
Haven't seen
He
one
has not
yet.
picked one up yet,
Got a couple
but
more
he might
boxes
get one
coming.
here.
All right.
Come on, Dave, grab that sucker. All right.
Override token found.
Dave lives to fight another day at the very least, out of 1-hit range. What is he going to use his money on?
Fractal getting a lot
Using-
of value out of his flashlight in these hallways.
Yeah. Oof. Dave uses 2 tokens to unlock 2 of the different rerolls. Finds he is too poor to buy a health dog.
That's very
He might
unfortunate.
recycle a gun for it.
Right. He's still got
I think
that-
he's looking at his inventory for what he wants to get rid of.
Now, I would throw the revolver away at this. That is not a piece of tech that you need anymore, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's thinking about it or if he's just getting everything loaded. No, it looks like he's. Oh wait, maybe in and out, in and out.
Here.
It looks like he has opted not to, so he is gonna
Fractal's
take
trying
off
to
with
figure
less
out
than
how
a
to
quarter
put the
health.
red dot on.
Fractal, it's possible. It's just real funky, buddy.
The solution is to put it in your pocket so it disables the colliders and you slap it in.
So Dave is going straight in here. He is in the void. Oof. He's taking some strays. Dave's got me nervous right now.
Fractal cutting the pineapple.
Oh, dear.
Taking shots. Clear in the hole.
He's not looking good. He's back into 1-hit range.
Now there is
I
health
think-
on
I
this
think-
map to be had. You have to know where to look.
I don't know how much longer we're gonna have Dave on screen here. He's got 1 shot. Till squish.
Tense here. Fractal is out to sea in space. Misses the orb.
Interfacing with system node. Hold
Fractal
this
is
position.
in hold. Dave's somehow hanging on with the smallest sliver of health.
Fractal choosing to take the back position on the map,
Hold
which
this
gives you
position.
good sight lines to everything, but
Analyzing system.
I don't think is very good at maintaining an aggressive hold on the room. Kind of lets things filter in, so you have to do a lot more fighting as they collapse in on you. I think he's got one more
Fractal's
stealth.
lost a stealth. I think it's
it?
above his head. Oh no, it was over there.
Oh,
Oh,
and Dave
there's the
is
squish.
done.
Advancing to next system layer.
Dave has squished trying to hold
Analyzing
over on
system.
4, almost making it to 5.
Did he hit the orb?
Well, I think he might have. He might not have yet. But he is officially done with a score of 386,500. I will get that noted down. 386,500.
Apologies,
for
everyone.
Dave.
I know there's a button to do this, but I forgot which one it is. Doing this.
Polymorphic encryption detected.
Dave did really well. Now, how far did he get on any of his practice runs? It
I
sounded
think Baldrick was saying earlier he didn't get through to hold 2 earlier, so that's a solid run for him.
getting all the way to hold 4 is basically doubling his run. I wonder if he got a new PB. We'll have to ask him
Possible.
afterwards. Fractal getting a beautiful polymorphic
Advancing
there.
to next system layer.
It
That was a
really
nice one.
behaved well for him.
Analyzing system.
Going into the regenerative phase. Going
That
back
cube
to
is
his
far away. If he's using his buck, that will go well for him at that range. Or if he just wants to mag dump the 60s, that's an option too.
He might be able to just clear it with one tube, which is the dream, really.
It's kind of in an unpleasant spot behind that wall, though. I don't know if
he
he'd be
might
able to
have
get it fully.
He's choosing to run to the right to get a better angle on it.
Regenerative
Dosing
encryption
dying,
detected.
mid pirouette,
Neutralized.
beautiful ballerina cut down next time.
Regenerative is up, by the way. He is working his mag. Seems like he will go shotgun for it. Ooh, he has to spend a couple shells on some SOSIGs.
Unfortunate. Going back to the
It's about half a
L85,
tube.
still on single shots and point shooting. Don't think he's really going to those irons.
This is not the combo you want, that's for sure.
Nope, I wonder if he's going to keep nailing it with the single shot, or if he gives up, resets, and refills the tube.
He seems pretty committed here. I think he's gonna semi this thing straight till it's finished.
He is having to deal with a lot of associates as they get closer and closer to him here. Trying to find a place
That
where he
regenerative.
can sit there and clear it without being shot.
Nope, that's my cell phone.
Oh, he's popping the ghost. I think this is a smart move to just be able to focus on the regenerative. You don't want to falter here.
Not being nice to him. Every time he gets close, he's losing a little ground.
One for one,
Oh,
last
no.
reload,
Oh.
shoots the one chambered bullet. And
It's not being nice
almost
to him
all
right now.
back.
He's got it. I think this is the one.
The Sosigs are getting in the way, causing the gun to sway.
All right. Well, on his way through, didn't get hit, so there's that. That's
Yeah.
a nice bonus to him.
And as we've seen, a clear is a clear is a clear. And I think
Indeed.
just getting through this FFA phase alive and with your score intact is probably your ticket through to the next phase. Now, I did like going to the train. I'm a big fan of the trains. How do you feel about the train?
I'm not a public transit person.
That
I like to
classic
walk.
American hates all public transit. Would rather Anton have put a car in the map. Anton, please give me a big truck.
Preferably diesel.
Yes. When is Anton going to allow us to roll coal in this game? That's what I want to know.
Oh dear. All right,
Big
Fractal
fat
working his way. He's
dude
almost to
update.
the supply point. This supply point can be tricky. Every time I take this one, I have problems with patrols and events, without fail.
Yes.
So not only do you have some funky angles you got to work with, namely the one he's got right here, where you got a wood barrier blocking the headshot on the topmost Sosig, but also that vent just never-ending spawn for those hot dogs.
Yeah, you really have to have an idea of what you're going to buy already in your head so you can just buy it and run as fast as possible. Like me going shopping for clothes. You know, spending as little time in here as humanly possible.
He
think
hears.
he
I was wondering
hears-
where he was going. He hears it. Yeah, in the vent.
They
I
are
do that all
in
the
the
time. I'll hear it
walls.
and then I'll wonder where they're coming from.
Yeah, there's no vertical audio in H3 for anybody who didn't know, so if something's above you, it sounds like they are right next to you.
I actually think there's a pathing problem specifically in these vents. They like to get stuck sometimes near that ladder.
Or on the ladder, which they climb very slowly, so they make noise the entire time they slowly descend.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, so we got a bullet boost now. That means that the really fast final encryption clear is possible. He's thinking about another one. He did eat his defense dog earlier, though, so I wonder, if he'll try to replenish that
Looks like
instead.
he's got one more purchase.
So he's got two bullet. Oh no, he's got a bullet boost and a health dog. He's got his Benelli and the L85 really working this one through in his head.
I bet
I
he's
take defense dog here.
Yeah, I bet he's really regretting he didn't, wishing he didn't have to use that ghost dog in the last hold. 'Cause I'm a
Yep.
guy who likes 3 power-up dogs going into the last hold. Oh, it looks like he's going for maybe an attachment. He's looking at all his options.
Hard to
He's got-
say what he'll choose. I mean, 60 rounds in the mag is plenty. Don't need any more infinite ammo.
Yeah, especially single tapping. 60 is almost an infinite amount. Or bullets. Looks like he might.
Money, huh?
Money is bullets.
Defense dog it is. I like the move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might mean a slower clear on.
Oh,
he's
got the flashlight. He's discovered the top rail. I wonder if he will now attempt to get his sight on there. He will.
He's going to use the flashlight. Oh no, okay.
There you go. So he's used his flashlight to discover the hidden rail on the L85, and now we'll be able to use his actual sight.
Oh, being intruded upon while goofing
Setting
around
that
with the
flashlight to max brightness.
Yep. The retinal burning circle of death deployed on
Now, if only
L85.
we could get him in on the knowledge of the fun switch on the rear. Oh boy. Accidentally cleared his chamber there without having a mag in. Don't like that.
Nope, you only want to fire that bullet. Really need to. Now, I think he is done spending money. I don't think he might have one more token, but I don't know what you
I think
would
his
do
last
with it.
token. I think his last token's gone. He may, yeah. Even if he had one more, what would you buy with it? He bought a flashlight, I think, for his final token, though. I think he's officially out.
Yep, that means we're onwards and upwards to the fun bind. A divisive hold. Everyone loves bunker. Everyone hates inclinator. How do you feel about fun bind, though?
It's fine. It's manageable. It doesn't make my heart happy, though.
Well, I think we should all, see if we go into a hold room and see if it sparks joy. And if it doesn't, I don't know what you do.
If you don't find that you enjoy the holds, go ahead and forfeit the tournament to bump me up a place. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You heard it here, folks. If you are, feeling anxious at all, give your spot to someone in need, like Seth.
Or Hoyt.
It's going to take a lot of people taking that advice and turning around and marching out of the place to get me back out of the red.
Oh dear. So Fractal's taking this take phase slowly. I think he's trying to keep that stealth intact. Oh, he just took a shot though.
Yeah.
Oh, that might have been a whiskey throttle. He might still have his stealth intact at the moment.
Yeah, I think the best way to try and get your stealth bonus here is to see which door that orb is closest to and rush out of the door and tag that orb. I think trying to cut the pie in this room to maintain your stealth bonus is a fool's errand.
Yeah, if you get a nice orb, you can just clear the top and then get through. But yeah, the little mail slots on all the cover really does make that detection in this room inconsistent at
It
best.
looks like we've got someone who's going up to the nest. The nest turbine doesn't get hit on the way up. Does get hit.
Does
after
take a
he's
stray
up.
after.
Now he could drop down between the little hot dogs there in order to minimize the angles, but it does mean your clearing is slower.
Encryption is up. This is going to be a little tricky with that semi-auto, but he'll get there.
Yep.
I actually think
prefer
that
it to
semi is, yeah, it's better for once it splits, but that initial burst is helpful to have the auto.
Yeah, I think it has a total health not unlike the refractive at the end in order to burst it apart.
Encryption neutralized.
Great clear.
Burst encryption down.
Advancing to
Yeah, solid clear. Not bad at all.
analyzing system.
trying to maintain control here. I think he's doing a pretty good job.
I think Dave has given up and might be going back to hallways. He's just gone back into the spawn room and selected hallways.
It's a comfy place to go after being an institution too long. Going back to hallways is like a nice hot tub.
Yeah, for those asking in the chat, Dave's final score was 386,500. Orthogonal is up. Semi-auto is going to make this tough. Surprised we don't see the Benelli come out here.
Yep, no Benelli, no shield dog so far, but if that orthogonal starts being meaner to him and starts dipping below the floor, we might see it come out.
Ooh,
He's taking a
some
lot of
damage
hits.
here. I think his health is still solid though. Yeah, he's about half. Doing not too bad.
Target system detected.
I think he's
Taking
got
some
one
not
side
so
left,
nice
but it's
spins.
refusing to show itself to him. There it is. Alright. We still have both power-up weenies.
Advancing to next
Did not need to
system
use. Alright. Going for the health
layer.
dog.
Analyzing system.
Might as well.
So he's
Going for
clearing the
slugs.
tube. Yeah, he's clearing the tube to go to slugs. He's gonna bullet boost those slugs is my guess. I don't know if he's aware that that's actually probably gonna be slower than number 4.
I think it is a non-bullet boost. If he didn't have the bullet boost, the slugs would be the better choice. But with the bullet
Yeah.
boost, the pellets get multiplied more, I think. I'm not sure of the math.
I think the multiplication is just applied per pellet, and so since there's multiple pellets having that applied at once, it equal big damage.
It does equal big damage. I was surprised when the tournament started that number 4 with bullet boost went down with 2 hit.
Slugs it is. We are not popping the bullet boost. We're just sticking right with slugs raw. I think we've realized now that we didn't use our bullet boost.
Yeah, and the shield was definitely a good idea here. You gotta use it or lose it. You don't really get anything from carrying it towards screen. I'm gonna
I
chase
think
this
this might
thing
be his
around,
last hit.
and that's it.
Okay.
Fractal is done, which means our
Hold
runners.
successful. Data extracted.
Fractal's final score is 11014.
Return to
Zeros.
You're gonna need a wagon.
Okay, I'll go ahead and unmute both of our friends. Dave is currently running some hallways. We'll pull him back in and see what's what.
You're dog meat, bub.
All hail the queen.
Welcome back, gents.
Hello.
Great
Hello.
runs, fellas.
Oh man, made it.
How are we feeling after those runs?
My shoulder didn't like the beginning.
Yeah, Dave, you said you dislocated your shoulder?
Nah, not
Oh, no.
fully dislocated, but my my shoulders have I don't know what's up with my shoulders, but they keep slightly popping out of the socket.
Oh my
Not
god.
fully dislocated, but not all the way in like they're supposed to.
Yeah, that. Wow. Not ideal.
I mean, it sounds more painful than it is.
Okay, okay. That's good to hear. Dave, you. I'm not sure. Did you tag the final 4th hold encryption? Because that's. You died in the void.
I died.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, you did die in the void room, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Talk us through your run there. How are you feeling going into the void? You didn't have a whole lot of health.
Yeah, it was not good.
Mm-hmm.
I used my hot tag too early in the round.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go. Fractal, can you take your offhand controller there on the L85 and pull trigger right on the buttstock there. The little switch.
No,
On the
this
other
thing
side.
has full auto.
It does have full auto. We were happy to see that you figured out that it does have usable rails.
Yeah, that was the most cursed thing. Yeah,
Yeah, you figured it
I
out
didn't
with
realize
the
that at all.
flashlight. We were.
but this is oh no, it's like the FAMAs. They put.
Yeah,
Oh no, this would have helped me so much.
Dave, we do have a question here for you. Was that a personal best, getting that far into the run?
Definitely.
Yeah, we.
Nice.
Great job.
Thank you.
You had a lot of fans in the chat, Dave. They were all rooting for you.
I've seen it.
We had a lot of.
They were
fans,
hoping you were
yeah.
gonna make it.
Okay, we got a couple questions from Guardian. Dave, how did you feel with the revolver? Were you confident?
Oh,
going
not
into
good.
it? No. 6 bullets is a little.
I don't like
small.
revolvers.
Yeah. You and me both. I'd rather not have one.
But I rolled 2 times. I got the revolver every time, so I thought,
No.
I have a question for you, Dave. Do you
I didn't,
realize
yeah.
why you lost your M249 on Inclinator?
Oh, my headset is gonna disconnect.
Ah! Okay.
Disconnect soon. I have no clue.
You opened your bipod, which undoes the sling, and so your gun became unsling at that point. And so when you released your hand, or released your grip rather, you lost your M249 in the stairs.
Yeah, I think the thing could have saved my run.
Yeah, unfortunately, we saw it happen. We were hoping you noticed. I think you did notice at a
I
certain point.
noticed that it's missing, but it was rather far back, and
Yeah.
I think I died. I would have died earlier if I would have come back to get it.
Fair. Well, I mean, Dave, sounds like your headset is on its way out. So, Hoyt, you want to go ahead and wrap us
Yes.
up?
Yeah. We've got one
6%.
final question. Why hot dogs? For both contestants.
Because they're delicious.
That is true. Love a hot dog.
I don't really understand the question.
That's fair. And with that, that's 2 more runs in the bag and this free-for-all. Thanks to our runners, FractalEngineer and Dave. Thanks to our audience. And thanks for hanging in here with me, Seth.
Happy to help.
All right.
Thank you for hosting.
We will see everybody later. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone.
Likewise. Cheerio.